everyone. I'm looking for a specific plant. It's yay big, it has really pretty big berries that are juicy looking, have really long leaves. It's near swamps and stuff. I don't know, I can't find it. Do you know what the plant I'm talking about? It has different beneficial properties and stuff. Do you know what plant I'm thinking of? Well, I'm talking about the red elderberry. Today we're going to be learning all about the different benefits that red elderberry has, and we're also going to learn about the history and the economy of the specific plant. We need to go and search for this specific plant. So can you help me? Let's go and look for it in the woods. Did you find it yet? I haven't either. Let's keep going.
Look at everyone, we found it finally! The red elderberry. This specific plant lives in moist soil, so it lives near wetlands, rivers, ravines, or forests too. The plant is counted as a shrub or a small tree, so if you see it has many different clusters. The flowers bloom from April to July. The flowers are white / creamy, yellowish creamy color, and they smell absolutely terrible, so that's one good way to identify it. The leaves are opposite, so if you look at the leaves, the leaves are right across from each other, which means they're opposite, and there's many different leaflets on one little branch. So that's about 5 to 7 different leaflets. So this term is pinnately compound. Here's the red elderberry when the flowers become fruits. They're small little berries. They're in a huge cluster. In this picture, you can really tell that the leaves are opposite, right across from each other, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-ish different leaflets. The berries are in many different clusters on the branch.
Now that we're able to identify this plant, let's get into how this plant is beneficial. The First Nation people, or otherwise known as Native Americans, they use this plant in various different ways. They have placed leaves, bark, and roots on the external skin that is sore, so like sore joints or sore muscles, in order to help relieve the pain. They have also boiled flowers in order to help with colds and cough. There's many different ways that this plant is beneficial, but you have to be careful with this plant because pretty much the whole plant is poisonous if you don't do right preparation for using it. So be careful, it's toxic. The leaves, bark, flowers, the fruit, the roots, pretty much the whole plant. So just be careful. There are also many different ways this plant is used as well. The plant, like the stem, is very soft in the inside. They have used it to carve out the inside so it's hollow, and they use it as like a flute or like a recorder to make music, which is really amazing that this plant has many different benefits. So whether it's edible, you can drink it, eat it, and also you can make music from it. You can also use this plant as jelly. You can make it in a jelly or a jam, or also a wine, which is really cool. There are many different types of species of elderberry. Do you know what species mean? Species means many different individuals that are very similar. So many different elderberries have medicinal properties, so healing properties. And there's many different pills out there that you can get that have really great qualities that can help you with healing. And this demand of elderberry is very high, especially because they're so beneficial and it's a natural remedy to help a person heal. Red elderberry is not in a high demand compared to black elderberry, but red elderberry still has really great qualities in order to help with healing. You've learned so much about the red elderberry, but I want you to do an activity with me. What you need is a piece of paper and a pencil. Go grab those and then come right back. For the activity, I would like you to create a line about in the center of the piece of paper. Then, in the top portion of the piece of paper, I'd like you to draw a line going down the center, as such. In the bottom box, I'd like you to write, draw, or do both if you want to, of what habitat the elderberry is found in. Then, in the top two boxes, either box, whatever one you want to, I'd like you to draw, write, or do both of two key features on ways to identify the red elderberry. If you don't remember, that's alright. You can go right back to the beginning of the lesson to see what are the two key features are. Then, in the very last box, I'd like you to write, draw, or do both on 3 ways that the red elderberry can be used and how it's beneficial. What you can do, because this is so much, you can pause the video and fill in everything and then come right back to the video. Thank you everyone for attending the lesson about red elderberry. Now that you know how to identify, you're able to go out there and search for this plant to try to create a jam or try to create a cough syrup. But I want you to be careful because this plant is toxic, so make sure you check your sources and make sure it's the correct plant because there's many different plants out there that look the same. So you can always download an app to help you identify it, or you can always use identification guides as well. But now that you learned how it's so beneficial and ways that you can use it for yourself or for a family member, or how it's helping the economy, it's always so amazing. So thank you for joining the lesson and I hope you learned a lot.